Well, hello there, YouTube. This is the Prepared Glue Guy, and tonight I just wanted to talk a little bit about a couple levels of my EDC, and I just think it's important for people to have certain things with them at all times. I would have to say, up until a year ago, I never carried a knife, nor would I carry a flashlight with me, and since I became more and more focused on being prepared for different circumstances, I started to look into carrying a knife. It was very uncomfortable in the beginning, but quite honestly, right now, I can barely leave the house without having this knife right here um, in my pocket. So it's got a little belt clip on there, so it just goes right on the inside of my my right pocket, front right pocket. So it's really nice. This is actually a SOG. I believe it's a Tonto, something like that. I've had it for a few years. Really like it. Very solid knife. I cannot believe how often I use it for different things. So I always carry that knife with me. Something else I always carry with me, and I've seen a lot of guys carry larger flashlights, in their pocket with a belt clip, or even in some type of a holster that goes on their belt. For me, that wasn't quite where I wanted to be at this point, mainly because I'm a lot of times dressed up. I don't think that would look very good, going in and seeing customers, that kind of thing. So what I did is I actually found this little flashlight. It's by Streamlight. I believe it's called a Nano. Okay, it just hooks up right to your keychain. You would be surprised at how bright that flashlight is. I'd say in a dark room, it will illuminate 20-25 feet ahead of you. Okay, so what I envision here is, if I was in a building, the power goes out, emergency lights don't come on, that little flashlight will get me out to my car. Okay, even if the facility is pitch black, that's a good little flashlight. I have ended up buying probably a half a dozen more, and gave one to obviously my wife, my kids, my son's girlfriend. I've made them all up emergency survival type of backpacks. They all carry them in their cars, but these little flashlights are with them at all times. So it makes me feel better knowing that they have that. Thirdly is my my Sig P250 subcompact. I carry that on my person anytime I'm in a public place. Okay, I don't always carry it when I'm working or making calls, because there are a lot of companies that don't allow firearms. So I obviously want to respect that. So it is always in my car, so locked up if I'm not in there. So these are the pieces that I have with me at all times, and that's kind of at the level of my personal EDC that I'm carrying around. My second layer of EDC is a bag that I keep here, and what this is it's I don't know if it's a Condor bag, and I hope you guys can see this. It's kind of the lighting isn't that great, but you have a little front pouch here that opens up. Okay, and in the front here, I actually have extra batteries. Okay, so these are double A's for a couple different flashlights that I have in my car. Inside this front flap here, I actually carry about 3 feet of paracord. Okay, I carry some zip ties. Okay, and I carry another Gerber, kind of a cheap Gerber folding knife. Okay, not a bad little knife. I mean, you know, it has a partially serrated blade, etc. And then also here I have a Bear Grylls survival guide. So that's all in that front pack. The meat of this pack is inside, where I have another flashlight. Okay, don't even know what kind of a flashlight this is. It's a Tech Light. I don't know how many lumens it is. It takes 3 AA batteries, which I do have extras in the front here, but it's pretty bright. It's got the 3 stages, high, low, and strobe. It's a decent flashlight. Wouldn't be my first choice, but I have 2 or 3 others in my car that I could also use. Then I have some police grade pepper spray for non-lethal protection. I always carry a Bic lighter, okay, just in case. Here I have a Bear Grylls flint steel, okay. This actually has a whistle here, and in the end here has some fire tinder inside. So so I got a couple ways of making fire just in this little EDC kit. And lastly, I have my Gerber multi-tool. And I think I've talked about this a little bit in one of my other videos. I'm not a major Gerber fan, even though I have 3 items here that are from Gerber. I think the reason why I've gone with some of the Gerber stuff is because, you know, it seems like it's decent quality. It's not the best quality, but it's economical. So that's why I've gone with some of those Gerber tools. So as you can see here, I've got quite a bit of stuff in this little bag. The bag itself, like I said, is like a Condor or something like that. Not very expensive. Got a little Velcro on the front here, but on the back you could also have, you know, you could strap this to your belt if you needed to get out of your car quickly. But this is right below my front seat, so if something were to happen, I can grab that thing really quick and get out. So these are my 2 EDC levels of EDC. You know, obviously over here, those are all things that I carry on my person at all times. And then over here, this is within an arm's reach when I'm in my car. I work out of my car a lot, so I always have this stuff with me. And that's not to say that I, as some of you guys know, I do have my Get Home bag in the trunk that is very well equipped with, again, more knives, lots of paracord, more flashlights, more fire tools, those kind of things. So I'm gonna also be doing another video on my Get Home bag, because I have switched out my bag from an old LA Gear bag to a Kelty Red Wing 50, I believe it is, and I like it. It's much better straps and waist system, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna do a review in that the next week or so, and kind of go over that bag with you, and we will go from there. So hey, I'll tell you what, if you like the video, please like it, please subscribe. Let me know, you know, if there's anything in here that you don't think I need, or something that I could add to make this a more well-rounded kit. So I enjoy your comments, and I look forward to hearing them again. So you guys take care. Goodbye.